All right, man. Welcome in to a very special episode of the Preferred Walk-On podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Over on the other side, Cam right next to me. He here this week. My bad. And over on the next couch, Slade Lowe's. And then one of my groomsmen from the wedding, yesterday.
Hold on, bro. You got
from New York. It's your boy,
Young Wavy. Y'all never seen that video before, have you? Hey, after this, I'm gonna show you that video. It's a little white boy that wear do-rag with waves.
Yeah, but hey, for y'all that don't know, that's Frank over there. Special guest this week, man. All right, man. I guess I already touched on it.
You did.
Yeah,
you
man.
Did.
Obviously, I'm married now.
Yep.
All these dudes in here.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, man, we turned that thing out last night. Man.
Turn that thing out, boy. Hey, boy.
Shit was lit, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, I can't lie, bro. Y'all boys did y'all thing, man. Y'all was dressed up.
Y'all did do y'all thing, boy.
Hey, man, you was there. hey, man.
I was there, but I wasn't there.
Hey, I wasn't there at the end of the night, but hey, it was lit, man.
Yeah.
So, y'all boys had a good time, man.
Yes, I had a ball, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't had that much fun at a wedding, bro. I don't think.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking like, hey, when the next wedding? I'm on Facebook like, yo, who having a wedding? I'm trying to pull up.
Yeah, man. You might as well go ahead and put that ring on it.
I was about to say, you ain't volunteer yourself.
Yeah,
Wait,
nah.
'cause it could be you.
Yeah,
Could
you
definitely be you.
you go volunteer when this air. Soon as this episode air, you volunteered yourself, my boy.
Yes, sir.
They
High five.
gonna be in the comments putting the ring emoji.
Hey, man.
Hey, who's the guy that was wearing the pink shirt? Tell him to hit me up. I'll marry you.
Hey, so I do want to ask y'all boys, man. So, hey, what was the moment of the night for y'all, man? What was the moment of y'all night, man?
The moment, definitely when Danny was walking down the aisle. I guess that was like the most beautiful moment for me to see, her walking down the aisle, all emotional, waiting to be, Mrs. Woods, so we can all share a last name. But and then seeing you cry when she walked up, so shit, I got emotional seeing, when she started walking up. I got a little emotional myself.
Hey,
like,
she wasn't even down the aisle.
Yeah.
When I saw her all the way down, I was already crying.
Yeah, me too.
And you were too. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I started crying.
You kept
as soon as
saying
the
you
music
was
cut
like,
off.
I don't know how I'm act. So Danny came out, not to cut you off, but Danny came out and I seen her with her father. And before I did anything else, I looked right at Chris. The boy was over there. I just seen tears coming down.
I just seen the lip. I seen the lip.
Yeah, he ready. And then this one over here was like, every 2 seconds, he couldn't stop.
I
Every 2 seconds.
tried to get Cam to hold it down, like, yo, get your brother, bro.
Yeah, shit, no, I was like, yo, you got this, bro. If I don't know if Chris was hearing me, but I had my arm around him. I was like, oh, you good, man, you good. Shit, how can I help him tell him he good when I'm good?
It was 2 seconds later, Cam was boo-hooing his
Hey,
ass
Cam
up.
wasn't good all day, but even leading up to it, Cam wasn't good.
Yeah.
No, I was nervous. Like it was my way.
Hey, man. Hey, I don't know, man. It was once that y'all music cut off, and that other music came on, I was like, oh shit. I felt it. I was
It's
like,
the
nah.
songs too, though. The songs
Facts,
was mad
though.
emotional. Like,
I was-
you felt that.
I was
Facts,
like,
though.
Let me tell you how you know the song is mad emotional when you don't even hear the beat. You just be hearing the motherfucking lyrics.
You just hearing the harmony.
I love you
yeah.
forever.
I was like,
Whew,
What about y'all, man? Low Slave, what was it for y'all, man?
for me, I think it don't really have nothing to do with the wedding, but like how Danny really just like kept her composure and everything when it started raining, bro. Because like to females, like for us, weddings is just like a damn another expense almost. But for females, bro, wedding is like the most important day of their life. And then for it to rain, and then we had to, move around and change it, and for her to still hold it together and not show it at all, that was huge.
Think of that. 'Cause my girl would have been.
That was huge, bro.
What about you, Los, man?
Yeah, my thing was just hearing y'all's wedding vows, just getting me thinking like, damn, like this
What
gonna
I'ma
be
say.
me one day, like yeah, what I'm gonna have to say, like, and then just like seeing y'all's first dance, and
I felt like I was off beat.
You felt like you was off beat.
Bro, it was I was stiff, bro.
Hey, I told you though, that shit don't matter.
Hey,
because it's your wedding.
For sure, though. For sure.
You're not in the club where you don't need to look cool at your wedding. You are the coolest person.
I was like,
there.
bro, I can't.
Well,
get
I ain't even noticed if you was off beat or not. It was
good though.
Hey, low key, I couldn't get on. I felt like I couldn't hear the beat all night.
Hey, I forgot.
Hey, after that, after my uncle said, "Hey Cam, I got another drink for you," I said, took that shot. I said, "Oh shit, there's music in this motherfucker." I was just sliding around in that motherfucker, like on those videos.
Just moving to the
on
beat.
those video on his IG, nigga, I'm just sliding from left to right in the video.
Oh, you kept your shoes on. You didn't bring extra. Yeah.
Hey man, you should have brought the
You
extras.
should have brought
That was a relief.
I don't mean to cut y'all off, and y'all return all y'all tuxes and stuff.
Yeah, I got mine.
What? I ain't
Wait,
getting
did
no
you
more money
put
out
the
of me.
top back too?
Huh?
It's top?
Yeah, I put the tie on there. They gonna see 2 ties, so
Yeah,
they
they
like.
gonna see 2 times. But when you scan it, it comes up underneath his name though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they might send me a bill for the cufflinks,
Nah, they not.
but it's only $5 to replace them, so they'll be
They not,
alright.
hey, they not reusing cufflinks. I don't think so.
Nah, they gonna
Not in
get it to
COVID, not
my
in
man.
COVID. Maybe back then pre-COVID, they reuse it.
My man getting married tomorrow with the same cufflinks Cam had on.
They steaming that thing down right now. Someone picking that up tomorrow.
Yep.
Somebody picking that
Hey, picking that thing
They
up
clean
tomorrow.
steaming it right now.
Right now, bro.
pants and all.
Hey, look, no washing machine, straight steam.
These don't even look like they used. Go ahead, throw these over there.
Hey man, but my favorite moment of the night, man, was when y'all boys came out to y'all songs, man. I feel like it really turned it up.
Oh, when we was
It
inside.
did.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, we did put a variety together too.
Hey,
that
man,
was a
hey,
When you
playlist,
hear it, it
man.
didn't sound right, but when
Right,
we did it,
yeah.
I was like, oh, this shit was
Ooh.
lit.
Hey man,
Like, hey, 'cause Cam
Cam
Drake-
hit the-
oh,
Cam
yeah.
hit the- what happened to Virgil kind of.
Yeah.
That kind of set
That
it
shit
up.
hit when you hear
It
it on the
set it up a
speaker.
little bit.
Yeah.
And then like, man,
Hold on. And then that was the most. I was getting the most jump talked about me before that.
No, you
Hey,
you were.
damn, how
You
you
were.
gonna pick what happened to Virgil?
I give that to you.
Slay said, "Yo, what the fuck,
Yeah,
man?"
I gave you a lot of heat for that.
I ain't say
He
that.
did
bro.
get-
I know, I said that. Slay didn't say that.
I
I
ain't
said
say
gave him a
that.
lot of heat,
No,
but
no,
I said, but I stood strong and said, hey, that shit gonna turn the
Wait,
venue up.
what
though.
did you come into?
I came into just the 2 of us. Me and Danny came
Oh,
in.
that
just
was fire.
Yeah.
You and Danny came into
Yeah.
that, right?
No,
Yeah, that was fire.
When you walked into the
Oh,
wedding,
PSA was
you
in when
came
I walked into
when you
the
walked
wedding.
into the wedding, they played PSA for Chris.
Yeah, that was fire.
That
too.
was tough, yeah.
You picked 2 good songs.
Yeah.
Like,
So it was that. So I,
me to reintroduce myself. I am a bitch.
I am a sucker.
hey, but when y'all came out, man, and I think whatever Slade came out to, it turned all the older crowd up.
Just like Candy.
yeah, Candy.
Yeah.
Hey,
that turned-
I don't know why when you came out, I felt like I was in Grand Theft Auto. That plays, I think,
Hey,
in Vice
look,
City.
yeah.
And I was just like, this nigga look like a Grand Theft Auto character. Like, this shit is like a whole scene from Grand Theft Auto.
Hey, that shit, you should have started Diddy bopping when that shit came on.
Hey,
I
that
should've
had shit
though.
turned though when you
I
put
should've
that on.
though.
They-
That's
nah,
an
it had
old
it
song.
turned.
Like,
It had it turned. And
yeah, they
everybody-
was mad happy. They was ready to cut him right on the floor.
Yeah,
Like,
Hey,
skip the rest
that's
of
why I
it,
picked
but-
it though.
Yeah, it is recording. You see that
Oh, but
red
see,
button down there?
oh, it's on me now.
It's just messed up, bro. It's a little
It's
bug.
flashing. It's going to like your side, his side.
Bro, do your job, bro.
Nah, I was
Bro,
just saying,
do
this
what
shit
you
was
gotta do, bro. You,
Nah, it's good,
you
it's
got
good,
all
it's
you
good.
do is
My
talking to Mike.
favorite
bro.
Should be
part
there.
of the night was when we got inside and there was time to give speeches.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that
I
was
was,
big too.
for me specifically, is the wedding is different for me for everybody else. Not to downplay it, but just because I've been with y'all my whole life. So I was thinking about that. Once he told me he was getting married, like, dang, I got to give a speech at the wedding. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to hit different to see all their aunts and uncles that were basically my aunts and uncles my whole damn life.
Yeah.
See they pops and they mom. I'm like, damn, that shit crazy, bro. Like, that's why I started my speech, and I was like, I got to thank their parents and their godfather and my mom. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be sitting here. See, y'all probably be here. But see, when I left, our parents made sure we all stayed in contact with each other. My mom sent me down to their crib every summer. So I was like, I gotta thank the parents.
I know Kai ain't here, but hey, I knew y'all speeches was OD when I walked up to Kai. Kai was in back there like, hey man, I couldn't hold it in, bro. I was like, hey,
I ain't see that.
Hey,
How did I see that?
I couldn't hold it in, bro.
Nah,
He
yeah,
said, bro,
Kyle-
you set the standard, bro. Like,
Yeah, Kai, I walked up on Kai. Kai eyes was just watering. He was crying. I was like, oh man.
I was like,
Hey, we went
man.
downstairs to the quarters, man, because he was rolled up. When we had a moment, we was dead in there crying. He was just like, damn, bro. He's like, I'm proud of y'all.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I wasn't in there tearing up, bro. I was
man.
like that.
Hey, but then, hey, after the once we got,
TB did his
hey,
thing. too,
TB
though.
did his thing, man.
TB
Shout out Torian. Shout
Hey,
out Chris
D-
Bray.
And
DJ
DJ,
Rich.
because every song I asked him to play, he played it.
Yeah, hey, man, he was
I
doing
said,
his
put in
thing,
that
man.
pop song. He said, I got you right now, bro.
Hey,
DJ
he was doing
Rich,
his
man.
thing, man. Shout out to everybody who played a part in it, man. I think.
Shout out to the bartenders, man.
Bartenders, yeah.
And they was giving a lot more lick, less coke.
Boy, what?
Hey, shout out to the steak. Because that steak,
Hey, that
on
steak
plate
was
crazy.
Hey,
Fuck.
steak was crazy.
Hey,
Macaroni and cheese was good.
Mac was
Potatoes was good.
That shit was
Hey.
good.
All
I
that
didn't
shit
even
was
drink
good.
my sweet tea because I went straight to the Jack Daniels.
Hey,
Hey,
I drank,
hey,
I drank like 3 glasses
Yeah.
of tea.
I had
Hey,
like
hey, we was talking
3
junk about it,
sips.
saying it was sitting there, but that joint was still hitting though.
Yeah.
That joint was still
Nah,
hitting.
once you got past the icy part,
Right, yeah,
where
that
it was
joint was
like
still
watery,
hitting.
it was fire. The tea was
Yeah.
good. So it hey
I
man,
had like 3 sips of the tea. That's about it.
hey man, what a night. I can't really thank y'all boys enough for showing up. Y'all showed out, especially for me. I'm gonna do the same for y'all. If y'all decide to go the same path I went, so
I like the venue you and did.
Yeah.
venue turned it up
Venue
too,
was
man.
fire.
Everything was great, man. Coordinated. It felt like it ran smoothly. Smooth, not smoothie. But I felt like it ran smooth once, like, you know, the rain and shit hit. It just kept it.
Shit,
It just
even
kept
with
I don't
the
even
rain,
feel like
though.
the rain.
It didn't even mess it up, bro.
You forgot it kind of rained.
It didn't even mess it up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't even mess it
Hey,
up.
big shout out to Danny, like you said, because I feel like the average woman, like Slade said, is losing their mind. My day is over.
Yeah.
My makeup.
We
Danny
just kept it rocking.
Like
We
it
just
never
kept
rained
rocking,
when we
yeah.
were there. I don't even remember that part until you brought it up, because we went inside and finished everything.
Yeah, so yeah, everything.
I know, like, I would have been like, look, bro, we could just take this downtown, cause I'm not doing this all over again.
Yeah,
type deal.
yeah. Nah, it was definitely a situation like where I was sitting there. I was like, cause it got so late. I'm like, bro, like I felt like we had to cut parts, like, or have to cut stuff out, cause it was like we had to do the pictures after the ceremony, all that stuff,
Yeah,
and
they
then
wanted to skip
now we
all
already 45 seconds behind. You know what I'm saying? We already 45 minutes
I'm gonna
behind.
say that ain't even late,
Nah,
bro.
we 45 minutes behind, and now people ain't eating. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I'm like,
right,
I
yeah.
feel like the guests getting restless. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it still ended up working out, and so,
I was typed toe up, so I ain't even really.
and then Slade passed me like 4 shots that I didn't ask for, but I drunk them though.
Yeah, bro,
Hey,
cause
it
you
was
a
like
real
8
one.
shots lined up at the bar.
Yeah.
Soon as the speeches, everything was done, it was 8 shots on the bar.
Yeah, so I mean everything was great. But now that we got that out the way, man,
Well,
let's talk about man. In sports this week we had a lot going on. KD requested trade from the Nets, man.
Fucking burger.
How y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about it?
He is a burger.
my boy said I need to go somewhere where
I need to go somewhere. I need to go somewhere where it's already, you know, they got
2 superstars, two all stars. My
all
bad.
stars. They gotta have a leader already there, and then I can come in, and, you know, be that.
I
piece
just
that
want to
they
be that killer they need.
I just want to play basketball. That's all I want to do. I just
Shut
wanna
up.
play
You
He
need to
said
go
that,
get
but
a.
that's not what his actions reflect, though.
The way he act on Twitter and all of that,
Like,
like,
yeah, his actions don't make it seem like he just want to play basketball. His actions make it seem like he wants you to kiss his ass. Like, he feel like he the best, right? So you got to do what he say, because he know if he come to your team, he changes everything in terms of winning. But he don't change the culture, though. He just changed the digits on the win-loss column.
We gonna change the way we run.
Yeah, I've been saying it, man. I feel like one of the things about him is like, he went to go to state when he won, but the culture was in place. He just stepped into the culture.
Yep.
I'm gonna do what y'all do. We gonna win, cause everybody knew they was gonna win. But it's like, we gonna win. I'm gonna get my respect for it. Then I don't think. Honestly, let's just be real. Most fans do not give him respect for winning and go to state, cause they had that deck stacked so high in their favor that it was like they just had to go out there and obviously not get injured. And that's what happened last year. They would have 3-peated. I felt like they would have never lost the championship I feel like.
I believe Kawhi would have got them boys out of there, man.
Whatever.
With the Spurs,
They was on their way to blowing them out when KD popped his Achilles.
No, I'm talking about before that.
No, that's when Kawhi got hurt.
When Kawhi got hurt.
Who he stepped on?
Zaza Pachulia.
They was gonna win.
Thought that Spurs. It'd have been.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Kawhi, they was up a lot, and Kawhi was killing.
It was 0-0. That was game.
That was game one.
And he was up 23.
And Kawhi was.
I think it would have been gentleman sweep. They gave him the first game.
Nah,
and he did 4 blowouts.
Kawhi was killing.
I don't know,
was
man.
torching,
The way
man.
Kawhi was torching them that game, it just like the tone he was setting.
He
It
had
felt
like-
like he was KD.
He had like 20
he was
something
wildin'.
and 28 or something in the first half.
And he guarding KD.
Right,
Like,
he doing both.
But yeah, so I would say, man, like, but either way, KD it's also bad where he requested trades to.
yeah, man.
You still. I mean, I don't know how y'all rank players in the NBA. I can't really say. I think Giannis the best player. Whoever y'all think, that's y'all. But to be a top 5 player, because he's still in my top 5, and then request a trade after you did the Golden State thing, to then request a trade and say I'm going to the Heat or the Suns. Go look at where they finished the regular season last season, and there is one in the West and one in the East. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I need to go to a winning
I
team.
think if he go to Phoenix though, I still think it's a challenge.
it is.
It's
but
not like
still.
it's not like Phoenix done anything spectacular that make you say, "Oh, you going to a team that's already set up." Because if he goes, they're losing Ayton.
They're gonna lose 8.
They're gonna lose Ayton. So now he goes, and you losing Mikal Bridges. So you're losing somebody that doesn't score as much as KD, but he defends better than KD. Does he not? You shaking your head, Cam. You saying he doesn't?
Bro, they get KD on that squad. Fuck a Ayton. Fuck a Bridges. Just KD. Go. All you need is just a okay big. Cause
Okay.
think about it. You getting 60 points between Devin Booker and KD. Then you got Chris
Maybe.
Paul.
You're getting that in the regular season. What are you
Maybe.
What are you
Maybe.
getting in the playoffs?
What am I getting in the?
You-
You gonna get 25 or
wait,
25?
I'm asking
That's
that.
50.
I'm asking that because the last 2 playoffs showed us what from the Phoenix Suns. CP3 showed up until they needed him the most. He ended up getting.
All right, so
He ended up getting hurt. Wait, and then Devin Booker did not show up in the Western Conference Finals.
So all right. So what was Phoenix's problem? That would you say that they didn't have another star to score at a high level, right? Like a high clip.
I would say it's
I
more
wouldn't
so
say-
that
I wouldn't say that.
their stars
Because I
didn't
could
perform at the level they needed.
Yeah, I would say
I'm
that.
saying D Booker was still scoring 25 a night.
Well, it was,
20
it was, a, it was a mismatch
No,
right
it
off
was
the
all,
gate.
25.
all 25s ain't equal though.
No, I understand what you're saying, but if Devin Booker has to put up shots and put up points. If he don't do it, Mikal Bridges is not doing it. Isn't
I don't
isn't
think.
capable of giving you 25
Well, he scored 30 in this.
Well, he's
playoffs.
capable. He's not on a consistent
on a
basis.
consistent basis.
Not on a consistent
Anybody
basis.
in the NBA can give you 20
Did
points.
Mikal Bridges score 30 in that series?
Mikal Bridges played real good.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
that you're thinking about the series from this year where he scored 30. That year that they played Phoenix, he didn't score no 30
No,
in no
Bridges.
series.
I'm saying Mikal Bridges played for Phoenix. I'm
Right.
saying he scored 30 this playoffs.
This playoffs.
Which team was it? First round or when they lost? Because they played.
Yeah,
Who they
But
played
that's
first
what I'm
round?
saying. But it don't matter.
They
Though.
played New Orleans first round. It
don't
must have
matter.
been New Orleans.
It don't matter.
What?
Was it
It
New
don't
Orleans?
matter that he scored 30.
It was New Orleans because that was a
But
back
I'm
and
just
forth
saying,
series.
you said he can't score. I
No.
think he can.
I just said anybody in the league can give you 20 points. A player that plays minute can give you 20 points.
You think Devin Booker and KD can play together?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So
When you got Chris Paul on the court.
Well, their skill sets are always gonna play together. Go ahead, Los. What you
I see what Cam's saying. Cam's saying if Chris Paul and D Book, if they're not gonna be the superstars to step up, that's when KD steps in and he's that guy to step up for him. Yeah, that's
That's the difference though, because it's not gonna be
The
with Chris
same-
Paul and them ain't
that's the
playing.
same-
It's gonna be with KD
That's
playing
the same-
well.
that was the same thing with the
Right.
Warriors though.
The same thing with the
Warriors.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same thing with the Warriors. Like how he was with KD was with the Warriors when Steph and Clay was not like being themselves. Who did they said, yo, KD, you about to score 40 tonight, getting every shot.
Hey, that's a
doing what
lot
you
more
gotta do.
space on that floor, man.
I don't want to put them
Hold
two
on, but who
counterparts
can you help?
against
Hold on,
Steph
but
and
who
Clay.
can you
though.
help off of with CP3 and Devin Booker?
Hold on, but that's not Steph and Clay though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I just said.
that's a whole lot of
They don't
space,
shoot the
man.
They don't shoot the ball like them. I understand that. but you also not leaving them.
You ain't leaving them, but you're not attached.
Hold on.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this.
You may be D-Book, but you're not attached to CP.
Hold on, tell me this.
But CP still give. If CP gets the ball in his head, he's still gonna give you.
I'm gonna say this though.
CP setting everybody up. That's even worse.
Here's the difference though. See, when you helping
Draymond Green doesn't score at all, but when he touches the ball.
But come on, Draymond brings way. I feel like if
he brings more than what?
Hold on. Listen to me. With Steph, Clay, and KD at that time, Draymond fit in to helping the other three, right? But I'm saying like CP3 is going to be one of the three key pieces.
Duh.
So, but what I'm saying is that it's like Slay said, you're not going to be attached. And then I also think CP3's mentality is going to keep him from being a person that's going to go out there and score 40. If you did that with Steph or Clay, they going to score 50. Is that not facts?
What are you talking about? His mentality?
Because their mentality, CP's mentality is not score first.
Oh, then we never said CP was trying to score.
But hold on, that's the difference. That's where Clay. That's where Steph is different from Clay.
CP3.
I mean, that's where Steph and Clay is different from them two.
Okay, we're not talking about. We're not comparing. CP,
yes, we are.
We're not comparing CP and Steph together.
Yes, we are.
Hold on, Devin, you're comparing the duos.
You're comparing the duos you're going to.
Okay, so Devin Booker
is more Steph.
Is giving you the point Steph is going to give you.
All right, then what about Clay? Can CP3 on the night give me 60 on 11 dribbles?
No, but
exactly.
But Clay doesn't average 60.
But I'm saying, but Clay got the ability though.
Hold on. Did we just see CP3 go for 30?
And after that was
Clay.
Hold on, he went for 30 and had a double.
But so Clay on any given night will give you.
So you can't tell me that doesn't like portray like to the game.
Hold on, but
he give you
Clay
30 and 15. That's OD.
But Clay can give you the ball, can give you 30 and ain't touched the ball for more than 30 seconds in the game. Swear, am I lying on that?
But what does that mean?
It means a lot.
That's a lot more of a threat.
That's a lot different kind of threat than what CP3 is bringing.
Bro,
Clay can run around the court, touch the ball, shoot it, and that's three.
But the top two scorers aren't going to be CP3 and Devin Booker. It's going to be KD and Devin Booker.
I understand that. I'm saying that. But
alright, so KD and KD cross themselves.
You're not attaching the CP3 like you attached to Clay.
But you just didn't say that though.
But that's what I said that.
I said that.
And I agree with you, but you also acting like CP3. So is Clay gonna give you 15 and 15 assists?
No, I don't.
Hell no.
I don't need Clay to give me 15 assists, but I know if Clay.
You're right. You don't need him to give you 15 assists.
If Clay's gonna give me 15 points, right? That gives me the reason to.
Hey, Slay, back up.
That gives me a reason to be attached to him when he's on the court.
So you don't see.
If CP3 is giving me 15 points, it's a lot of dribbling around.
It's a lot of ISO. It's a lot of pick and roll.
Pulling up, pick and roll, switch, pull up on the. Like that's.
It's gonna take a lot to do that. Time that's 5 minutes. Like
it's a lot to do that.
It also depends on the matchup they have.
So you're saying that
because he could do that against the Pelicans.
So you're saying that match don't.
No,
fit.
because I'm saying because Clay can play and touch the ball for 60 seconds in a game. Really, like literally had the ball. The times he had the ball, you calculate it would be like 60 seconds. And Clay got 25.
I got a question for you. As a scorer, right? A person like a KD, a Devin Booker, they don't use a lot of dribbling, like to get to their spot. Right?
They rise over.
Exactly. With CP3 benefits
D-Book be getting his bag.
Sometimes, but he's a mid-range scorer. He's not a prolific three-point shooter.
But I'm
that's
saying,
even more
Here's the thing. Think more.
But I understand what you're saying. But like CP is going to have them boys in their spots for KD to have 30.
I'm not saying it's not. We're not saying it's not going to be successful, and like that's not what we're trying to say. I'm just saying don't like Frank said. Comparing them two to Steph and Clay, this more like Brooklyn again. This more like Harden, Kyrie. And KD more like that than Steph, Clay, and KD.
Why?
Because
of shooting?
Because Steph, Clay, and KD, every last one of them, they could play a whole game and not get into one ISO, and they all could score 30 without getting in the ISO.
What are you? So KD.
Hold on, because Golden State offense is very ball movement
So
heavy.
KD doesn't ISO.
No, I'm not saying he don't ISO.
So hold on. So Steph. So we just didn't watch Steph ISO.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Steph pick and roll in that ISO. So what are you saying?
Hold on. Listen to me and listen to what I said. Because when they was all in Golden State, it was very ball movement heavy, very player movement heavy. So a lot of times we watch the videos where they be swinging it around, and then the nigga get in the corner, he wide open, shoot a wide open three. I'm saying in that offense, they all did not have to go ISO, almost really never. Until they got to the finals, it was KD heavy, only him. But I'm saying this is more like Brooklyn because James Harden was trying to get in his bag. Kyrie had positions he was trying to get in his bag. And KD had positions where they was trying to get in their bag.
But the way they play is they didn't make for a good team. You just saw three names.
Exactly.
You said there's no way they lose because they got
talent-wise, they were good enough to always win. I'm not saying that it won't be successful, but I'm saying if you think it's going to be like Golden State, that's not the comparison. It's like Brooklyn again.
Hey, look, to tie this topic up.
That's
your opinion. That's your opinion.
To tie this topic up, my second part of what we were speaking on is KD gets on this team now. Where do they fall 1 through 8 before the playoffs? Wait. Let me finish. Where do they fall 1 through 8? And is that good enough if they have to play the Bucks healthy? And that's a team that you have to face.
Hold on, in the West? Are you talking about East or West?
I'm talking
about in the West.
So I got no. I'm saying like, are you saying?
When I say 1 through 8 on the West side.
1.
So that's okay. So that's the first part of my question. My second part is
name a better team with KD without
Golden State Warriors. I mean, if the Lakers get Kyrie,
Lakers get Kyrie. That's another problem.
But there's a big asterisk on the Lakers, and it's health, and that's a different topic.
But everybody has their health issues
on
now.
paper, it looks like
you can say it about Phoenix when it comes to the playoffs too.
Well, I mean, shit.
Somebody bound to get hurt over there.
Wait. I feel like if CP3 was to get hurt in the playoffs, but you insert campaigning with Devin Book and KD, I feel like they should be able to get through the series depending on who they playing.
Yeah, but
if they're playing a Blazers, a Pelicans, a beat up Lakers, anybody but Golden State.
All right, so I need to ask you this. Let's not say about health. Let's not take health. Let's say Lakers do get Kyrie, Suns get KD. All right, I just think the top 3 were gonna be Golden State, LA. Phoenix. Phoenix.
Hold on.
But I always think that I think they all gonna be close the whole year.
Hold on. What you just said about KD, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, they're gonna be all trying to get in their bag, and it ain't gonna. Nigga,
I didn't say it ain't gonna work.
If Kyrie go to LA, that shit is going. That shit is not gonna be what niggas think it's gonna be. And I'm an LA fan.
What you think it's gonna be?
It worked in Cleveland.
Bro,
what you think it's gonna be,
bro? It's not Kyrie and LeBron. Like,
I think that's even
KD, Kyrie, bro. That shit not gonna work.
That's even better.
You think it's not gonna
no?
Why do you think it's not gonna work though?
Wait. Let him say why he thinks it's not gonna work.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
One, all right. So we all know LeBron is super ball dominant, right? 1, 2. Like having all 3 of them on the floor at one time. Granted, it looks great on paper. It looks great. But like you just said, niggas don't help on LeBron. I mean, you don't have to stay attached to LeBron. You don't have to stay attached to AD. You don't have to stay attached to nobody else on the court for the Lakers, right? If to be honest with you, if they may have one shooter on the court, the whole lane is gonna be congested. Bron ain't gonna be able to do what he need to do. AD not gonna be able to do what he need to do. The shit is not gonna work.
I disagree.
Because when Kyrie have the ball in his hand, he's gonna be saucing, which is gonna bring an extra person because it's mad easy. Two steps and he's at the basket. 2 steps at the basket, help come, AD open. So now what? That's a dunk and a foul. LeBron 2 steps to the basket, come. But Kyrie open at the 3 or the mid range. AD is open.
Okay, I totally understand what you're saying. But somebody on the court ain't gonna be able to. Everybody ain't gonna be able to shoot. Like,
but LeBron's not looking to shoot though. LeBron's not gonna shoot.
LeBron may not be a shooter, but he is a. Bron is a knockdown shooter.
He can knock it down.
Bron's a knockdown shooter now.
He can shoot. He's a knockdown mid-range shooter.
Or a 3-point shooter. He's 36.
So you was just saying So you don't think him and CP3 shooting at the same clip?
No, Bron bring more to the game than what CP3
I didn't
bring.
say that. I just said you just said they don't shoot the ball. You just told me CP3 don't shoot the ball well.
No, I did not say he didn't shoot the ball well.
Yes, you did. You just said he does not have. You don't have to be attached, right?
No, I said
I said you don't have to be attached.
Hold on.
That don't mean.
Stop for a second. Let me talk.
Do you think CP3 and LeBron shoot at the same clip?
Let me talk.
Yes or no?
No, because I don't think it's. Hold on. Let me explain some shit. Do we all think that CP3 is a pass first guy? Do we all think that? Do we all believe that?
Yes.
All right. Do we all?
What does that have to do with 3-point shooting?
Hold on, because I'm about to tell you why. Because also,
we just said you stay attached or not.
My nigga, can I finish?
Damn,
Can I finish?
Because you going somewhere it's not even going.
No, because I'm trying to explain to you something.
That nigga must be arguing with his girl or something.
No, let me explain. Let me explain.
No, but because I'm not understanding.
Let me explain. I'm trying to explain. You not understanding. Let me help you understand.
Go ahead.
All right.
Hey, just turn that nigga mic off, man.
All right. So what I'm saying is that I also think one of the things that play into it is how somebody's mentality. How often do we say, look, CP3 is CP3 is not trying to go out there every night and just take over the game with his scoring ability. That's fair to say. Would y'all agree?
Never been like that.
Hold on. As a matter of fact, don't say nothing. Just tell me yes or no. Do you agree?
I agree.
I agree.
Do you agree, Los?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? You the only one that don't agree, obviously. So what I'm saying is that the thing is when we talk about Golden State, I'm not saying CP3 is not a knockdown shooter. But I feel like CP3, when he be having some open looks, he'll turn them down because he's trying to It's his mentality.
Yeah.
It's to turn it down and try and get somebody else
involved.
Get somebody else involved.
Yeah.
And we talk about that with LeBron happening sometimes, but at the end of the day, Bron's still gonna go. Bron was averaging 30.
Wait, hold on. And the difference that what CP3 can't do that LeBron can do is LeBron can turn that bitch on.
Bron will turn it on.
LeBron can go first half 0 points, finish the game with 28, 8, and 5, and you be like, so you went out and got in the second half 28 straight points. And his impact is different. So let's stop putting Bron and CP3.
Bron brings something totally different defensively. He brings something.
It's just the asterisk on the health, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all. If they can stay healthy, the Lakers will win the championship next year. I got $100 on that.
For them Phoenix to get KD, bro, they're going to have to give up a valuable piece in DeAndre Ayton. Right? DeAndre Ayton, defensive enforcer. Michael Bridges, a defensive enforcer. So your two defensive enforcers are gone now.
Cam Johnson will probably be
Cam Johnson is gone too, and he semi-defense.
Now you essentially just took your rotation from like 10 down to like 7.
Hey, that's
6.
okay because Phoenix can go pick up Eric Bledsoe off of waivers.
But that's not somebody I'm worried about.
But I'm saying though, they need a backup, and I like him as the backup. That's out there right now. Name me another free agent point guard that the Suns can pick up.
You already got Cameron Payne though.
Because Cam Payne is gone. Hypothetically,
he gonna stay. He gonna stay. Yeah.
He's not a piece.
He's gone already.
No. I'm saying he wouldn't be traded though.
He's not.
No, they added him in the trade.
No. They're not gonna put him in that trade.
No, he said Cam Johnson. He said Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson, not Cam Payne.
Yeah,
Cam Johnson. Man.
Cam Johnson is a good piece.
I like Cam Johnson, but he's for KD. Bye.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Crowder, Bridges.
But you all offense. Like you got to stop somebody. Devin Booker ain't guarding a soul.
Hey, bro.
KD ain't guarding a soul. Dog.
CP3
old ass out there getting cooked by Patrick Beverly.
They was hunting CP3.
Hey, so quick. Hold on, I don't mean to cut y'all off.
Who plays defense in the NBA anymore?
Hold on.
Championship teams.
Golden State Boston definitely played defense this year.
No, only a select few players play defense.
I would like to say that
a select few players play defense.
Championship winning teams play defense, bro. I don't want to say that
the Warriors play defense.
They don't.
I want to, for that specific series, I want to say
come on, man.
Boston was playing defense on themselves.
No. I agree with that. I agree with that. But you got to force turnovers.
Yes, you do. No, you do.
No,
you got to force turnovers.
Only two people that I feel like was really playing defense was Andrew Wiggins and Draymond.
I ain't gonna say all that, but Andrew Wiggins, you probably noticed his defense. because of what he did.
Wiggins took JT out of the game.
That's probably the only reason you could say he was the only one playing defense.
You can't tell me that the Warriors are a defensive team.
They're not. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
They play great defense together.
They play great defense.
They play great defense as a team, but I don't think
they are on point with rotations. They never lack effort on defense. And for a team that should be always out in transition, for a team that should get killed on the glass, they finish the possessions with rebounds.
Okay. I understand what you're saying.
I mean, against a team with hurt centers, but yes,
I understand what you're saying, but like we seen at the beginning of the game 7, right? Where Boston went inside for
6.
Game 6.
Okay, game 6.
Hey, don't say 6 like that no more.
When they went inside,
oh my bad,
for the last for the first 5, 6, 7 possessions, and they scored. What did they do when the score started to get close again? Niggas started taking fucking jumpers. If Boston would have just kept going inside,
but the MO for the series was jumpers.
Start forcing a double team. And then start getting open shots and shit with a little completely different.
You're a defensive player, right?
I am.
Have you ever heard a coach tell you when you go out and let them shoot? I mean, make them shoot?
As in, what you mean?
Like,
it depends on what certain players.
Like, make them shoot.
There's certain players.
Like, you would rather him to shoot than get to the cup, right?
Right, because you know his jump shot ain't really there like that.
Honestly, I would say this: in high school basketball, is more so. Most players, they were great at getting to the basket, so you were saying making them shoot because they ain't at that level of talent to knock down open shot.
In the league, you would make Gary Payton shoot though, right? Gary Payton Jr. shoot, right?
But he was knocking down the looks though.
I don't know, bro. In the league, I'm not making nobody shoot.
You're not letting anybody shoot. Like, it's more so like I'll influence.
No, I don't agree with that because if it was Draymond, like the Cavs did in the finals that year, they was just letting Draymond shoot, and you just gonna let it. Some people you kill, some people
If you can get there, if not, let them shoot their shot.
Yeah, there's a difference between forcing and a semi-contest.
Just like how they were shooting with Iguodala this series against the Celtics. Bro, they was not closing out on him.
Yeah.
They were just letting him.
Well, he don't
now,
but he don't talk no fair.
We
But
can
that's
talk
what's
about all the stuff. Boston
when you play the Warriors, though.
Marcus Smart shot selection was.
I just want to go back to what you said. You said if Boston would have just stuck to the game plan, they would have won, and that's right. But you know what make the Warriors so scary is that when they start shooting that shit, in your mind as a player, you start saying, we're not shooting the ball enough. We're scoring every possession, but we're making 2s and they're making 3s. Hey, I need you two to go out there and start making some 3s. And what JB and JT start doing, along with Smart, JT come down the court, 2 dribbles, Jack.
Hold on,
contested.
Hey, tell me, y'all also
bad shots, not even getting good shots.
They were forcing the bad shots, but also it looked like JT and JB and Marcus Smart had no clue how to attack and make a good pass.
JT was attacking.
Hey,
JT would attack, but just put himself in a bad spot.
Don't say that about JB. JB was attacking. He was getting it messed up in his head on some. I think he felt like he was doing too much. Remember, when you think about the Celtics, we don't think about JB. It's Jason Tatum's team. He's the Robin.
Players, but let's be real. For the NBA level, JB, he got a handle, but it's loose. He got a loose handle.
Yeah. I mean, shit, both of them. They both.
Tatum a little bit tighter. Tatum's problem came after the pickup. After he was picking the ball up, whenever he was like he wasn't trying. We all agree he wasn't trying to finish straight out. He was trying to get more so foul calls to finish strong. And when he did pass, a lot of his passes was aired. JB's problem is before you pick the ball up. When he's sitting there, getting into his series, he get a little loose.
Both
sometimes.
Their problem is the problem I had playing basketball. Neither one of them go left.
They wasn't going left
JB,
at all.
if you go back and watch the tape, JB was forcing his way with strength to the right of the basket and literally just out muscling people, getting the call or just making the basket.
But anyways, you know, I like I said, man, we could talk about what they did wrong. I thought Marcus Smart shot too much, but you know they did a lot of stuff wrong. But you know we got a little bit away from KD. You know what I'm saying? But still, I see everything y'all saying. But also we did find out Kyrie picked up his option. He's supposed to be in Brooklyn, but it's looking like his last game in Brooklyn has already happened.
Hold on? Like y'all said, y'all that Kyrie to LA shit.
But that was 6 minutes ago.
No, I understand. But I'm just asking. I'm about to ask y'all a question. Does Kyrie? Do y'all want Kyrie in LA if he's not all the way bought in?
I don't think anybody.
I don't think he's not.
Why do you
I don't
think
think he's
he
not
would
bought
not
in.
be bought in going back with LeBron?
Oh no, he showed he might not be.
Because,
Yeah.
Have you not seen last season? Something happened. If like, granted, like I don't like stuff that happened to like police brutality and all like the COVID shit, all of that, all of that. Kyrie will fuck around and say, "Yo, something happened. I'm good. I'm not playing this week."
And the difference between the example you providing us is that before they even start hitting the court as a team, we won't see it. LeBron will have a team meeting. One solo with him and LeBron. Then it'll be one with AD, Kyrie, and Bron. And then it will be the team. And I can guarantee you, if Kyrie come, Bron's going to do that. A story will come out that will be vague, but we'll say they had to talk about shit. And LeBron gonna give him whatever time he need. Hey, Bron don't need him for the whole season.
He just need him for the
playoff. They can be the 8th seed. If the Lakers are the 8th seed and healthy,
what just happened to the Nets?
What just happened to the Nets? KD is not.
That ain't.
Hold on.
I understand what y'all saying.
That ain't.
I understand what y'all saying, but Kyrie came to the playoffs to play in the playoffs, and shit didn't look good.
Hey, when you go
it ain't also necessarily about Kyrie just needed to be there for the playoffs. How you think your team feel when you say, "Oh shit, Kyrie just not gonna be here"? We're fine with him not being here, but we need him for the playoffs.
But when you got Bron,
go ahead, Los.
No, I'm just gonna say when you got Bron, all that's out the window because Bron gonna have everything set up. Bron gonna have everything organized.
I understand what you're saying, but Kyrie
we're trying to say Bron create the culture. That's all.
No, I agree with that. But Kyrie is different, bro. We all in here can tell Kyrie different.
Kyrie is different, but he was also a different person in a dysfunctional organization that has no top to bottom expectations. They have nothing. They got
championship or bust.
They're on there. Hold on.
It was
the
championship
Nets,
or
since
bust.
they came to the Barclays, to Brooklyn, are on their second team owner. In what they came to Brooklyn when? Like 8 years ago?
I want to say it was like 2010.
Okay, so they're on their
like
second owner. What, their third GM? Who knows how many head coaches? He's going to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Also, look
expectations are different. Standard is different.
Hey,
On top of the fact, wait. Before all y'all say anything, because you're the number one Laker fan in here, your favorite player is who? God rest his soul? Kobe Bryant? Who's Kyrie's favorite player, Chris?
It's Kobe.
Okay.
It's Kobe.
You think he's going to go to the Lakers the way he has expressed himself about Kobe and go put on a circus show that he did in the Nets?
Until I see it, yes. I believe that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, right now on this podcast, it's 9:02, Wednesday, July 6th. If the Lakers get Kyrie, I'm making a bet with you right now for $100. I can guarantee you it will not be a circus show that you think it's gonna be.
I mean, you can say that like, cause it's
No. I don't want no explaining.
No, how can you say that though?
What you mean? Because that's how you feel.
Look, listen to this. So you're say you're a superstar, right?
Okay.
You just went to Boston, right?
Okay.
And you just did some bullshit. You was up there causing hell.
No, I'm Kyrie and I went to
You're
Boston.
Kyrie.
Okay.
You went to Boston, caused hell.
Okay.
You leave, you go to LA. Right?
Okay.
Brooklyn though.
No, I go to Brooklyn now.
No.
Boston.
No, I mean you fucked up in Brooklyn, but now you gonna go to LA, right?
Yeah.
Do you think they would make that like Kyrie wouldn't be like out, like that shit wouldn't be thrown out in the media like it was in Brooklyn? Like think about this in Brooklyn. Every little thing that was done up there, like Kyrie say.
I mean, it's New York City.
I'm gonna ask you this.
If they were on the Knicks, the same thing would happen.
Y'all, I'm gonna ask everybody this question. I want y'all to go one by one answer. I see the problem with. I get what you saying. You think it was dysfunctional, right? And I think.
But Kyrie built that this.
Hold on. Let me just talk for 1 second.
Kyrie built that dysfunction off the rip, right? He was like, one, hey man, we don't need no head coach, right? He said, "Yo, we don't need no head coach. We got KD.
That's the first problem that the Nets. That's the first hazard sign warning that the Nets messed up on.
Fucked up.
Letting a player come out and say that of that caliber.
Fucked up. Right? Okay. 2. What was the next?
Hiring Steve Nash was a problem too.
Oh, we're not even. It's a whole other combo.
We talking about Kyrie. 2. The nigga Kyrie said, "Yo, yeah, I ain't talked to no GM. I ain't talked to Steve Nash. I ain't do nothing. And I'm just gonna take this PTO real quick. I'll let y'all know when I'm coming back." Like he's doing this.
Dennis Rodman did it.
Hold on. He got permission by Phil Jackson.
Different time, different era, different circumstances.
No social media. But all right,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Is I'm saying like how we built that dysfunction.
Now here's where I'm gonna ask my question.
Let me ask this question.
Here's where I'm gonna ask my question. Ask my question. Y'all tell me if like. So I feel like yes, it has been a circus show, but I felt like the Nets had their opportunity to really shut it down and get the best version of Kyrie. But it's hard to do it after all that dysfunction. If they would have came to Kyrie and said, "We gonna offer you the max," it would have stopped this year because he had everything going in his favor now. See, because he beat the vaccine mandate at this point, right? And that was the problem this past year. It wasn't because he was just off on some bullshit. He had the vaccine mandate that kept him from playing. If they would have said, "Hey, we gonna give you the max,"
which is your right. Let's make that clear.
Yeah,
it's your right to deny.
That's all cool. It's not no fuck up on his part. But what I'm saying is if they would have came to him after all that and said, "We got your back. We gonna give you the max right now." KD want to ask for a trade. You would have got the best version of Kyrie this year because he would have been out to show that y'all did a good thing for him. So I'm gonna do good for y'all.
Before you say something, I want to piggyback on what you said. You want to know where the Nets also messed up too? I can guarantee you when they went after Kyrie, they never took the time to actually get to know Kyrie. They signed him based off
wanted him to just go out there and
what
play.
he can do on the court and thought he was just gonna come and play based on how he was speaking in Boston. You signed. Remember how old Kyrie was when he left off the championship?
He was 25.
He won the championship. He said he was 22.
No, he was 20. He was 20.
Go back.
By the time he left, he was 20.
All right. So when they won the chip, he was 22, and then 2 years later they ran it back, right? And then he left.
No, when he
went
to
Boston.
20, he was 23.
All right, so if you go back to the IAA interview that Kyrie had, y'all seen it, right? Lil Slay, y'all seen it? All right, go back to the interview, and what does Kyrie say? He was immature, didn't know himself, didn't know anything about himself as a man. So, do you guys remember, like, you know who you are, right? You're Christopher Woods. Nobody can tell you who you are as a person. Just so I'm sure I can't tell how he is, Slade, because y'all know yourself. Same for Cam. Imagine being 25 years old. Let's just say Kyrie's a $100 million man, and you're unhappy, you're uncomfortable with your life. You playing basketball with LeBron James, and you don't know how to talk. You don't know how to talk to arguably the easiest person to speak to in the NBA. That literally will understand. Well, they make it seem as if he's very understanding. Of course. Well, how you think Kyrie gonna act? Kyrie came to the Nets. They didn't give a chance to get to know him, understand him, nothing. He still don't know himself. They let the nigga do what he want to do. That's why that shit ended in the shit show. I blame the Nets first before I blame Kyrie. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
and he knows himself now. To go back to your question, that's how I feel like it'd be a difference.
Everybody got a lot of blame in this situation.
But Kyrie knows himself now. To go back to what we was talking about. Kyrie knows himself now. He knows what's expected. He knows what he wants. He knows what he can get accomplished done. He knows if he go join LeBron, what's gonna happen.
I understand what you're saying, right? But all right, so let's think about this. Last year, he's in Brooklyn. He has James Harden, KD, and himself.
Oh,
right?
Stop right there. Look who he had: James Harden and KD.
Yep.
But compare them to LeBron and AD as people and leaders.
No, just listen to what I'm about to say, right? As a
Harden's a horrible leader.
As a basketball collective, and as we know sports, you see Kyrie, KD, James Harden on the court at the same time. You say, damn. These motherfuckers could possibly win a championship, right?
On paper.
That's why
championships
got one on paper.
Just listen. You say, damn, I could win a championship, right? The first few games, all of them played together. Stellar games, right? So...
Because they were just on.
Hold on, just listen. Everything was perfect on the court for Kyrie.
Playing basketball.
playing basketball, right? So everything's going perfect, and then just so happily, like, not to say just so happily, but be like, oh man, fuck it, I'm not doing COVID, I'm not getting the shot. We have a great chance of winning. We just played our first few games together, and we won. Everybody having their stats and everything. Everything's going good, but Kyrie still says, I'm gonna be Kyrie. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Goes back to ownership. Goes back to culture. Goes back to ownership. Goes back to culture.
But that's rooted in the wrong thing, though.
You can't make somebody do something that they don't want to do.
No. You're absolutely right. You can't. But let me tell you something. We're gonna use what you just said. If they had a Udonis Haslem in that room with them this year,
he still don't do it.
Hey, look, I guarantee you,
he still
James
don't do it.
Hey, no. He don't get the mandate or nothing. But I guarantee you, James Harden's still there because now you got an OG in there.
He still requested
that's
trade.
Recognizing if you're Kyrie Irving and I'm LeBron and this is JR, you're Iman, we on the Cavs, we done won. You're sitting over there pouting.
You're in the perfect situation.
Wait, you're in a perfect situation, and he said he's not happy, and nobody realized this. Why? Because I'm LeBron. I'm like, yo, I just fucking won for Cleveland.
Nah.
What's up, boy? Like, I'm Jordan right now. I don't have time right now in this moment where you should be happy. You're on top of the world. 22 years old, NBA champion.
Let's clear up the timeline first. Because they did not win, and then he left. It was more like they won. Then they got their ass whooped. And then he left.
But that don't have nothing to do with how he explained how he felt as a person.
I'm gonna tell you, hold on. Y'all both stop.
You're in the locker room with 15 people and you feel like nobody notices you? No, you got no relationship?
Let me say something, bro. Because when you in that type of celebrity, right? You in that kind of celebrity, right? I say I don't have a problem with him actually requesting that trade. I'm a Bron fan. Now, did I know it hurt Bron's chances to win? Absolutely. But when he said I was trying to find myself, I wanted to see what kind of player I can go maximize my capabilities or whatever, I'm okay with that, bro. I don't have no problem with that. When y'all saying all that other stuff, he ain't had no problem with Bron. He had a problem with his inner self. And when you have that kind of money, we see all kinds of athletes right now making crazy decisions. Rest his soul to Jalen Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? But, he in the NFL had his opportunities, but still doing drugs. Even in history, Len Bias made it to the NBA. He doing drugs because, you be having them inner problems, bro. You got to get them figured out. Mental health is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, you should piggyback off of it and use it to hinder. I don't think mental health.
Are you saying that he had a mental health issue?
No, I'm saying he might have had a mental issue with his inner person, bro.
No, he didn't have a. No.
He said he didn't know himself though.
But you're clarifying your own. No, that's not an excuse. You're just misdiagnosing what he's saying. He didn't have mental health issues. He had an identity crisis. That's a difference. That's a difference.
Identity crisis is part mental, right?
I don't think so.
You said if you don't know yourself, you feel like you don't know yourself, and you projecting it outward, and you realize it's inner. I feel like that's mental.
You get to the NBA and they try to make you be somebody that you're not because there's a standard, especially when you're a face of a franchise.
Right. That pressure put a lot on your mental though.
Yeah, I just feel like Kyrie needs to be led. I don't think he's a leader. He needs somebody. That's true too. He needs somebody that's gonna lead. KD wasn't a leader. James Harden not a leader. He was trying to lead in Boston. It didn't work. When he had a leader.
Right. They're not leaders, and I don't believe that their personalities mixed well.
No, I'm going to say this, though. The other problem
and that plays a big part in winning a championship.
From now on, a red flag for me is when a top-tier player say, I just want to hoop. That's a problem now. I've never seen a player say, I just want to hoop, and it end up being good, bro. All of them. KD, one of them. He be telling you he just want to hoop, and then all this extra stuff come with it.
Nigga got a fake Twitter and everything talking about, I just want to hoop.
Bro, he going at people on Twitter right now. I just want to hoop, but
because he's deflecting from, all other shit.
He know his legacy.
He's deflecting, so he's just trying to make it seem like, don't talk about me because I'm the only player that cares only about basketball.
His legacy is on that. It's starting to get to that point where another, if he don't succeed,
it ain't starting. It been at that.
No. I'm saying
his legacy been at that point when he went to join Golden State after being up 3-1.
No, but it's really bad now because Golden State won again.
Hey, it was bad for me personally.
It's worse
it was
now.
bad.
In the year you got swept out the first round, right? In the year you got swept out the first round, they won. That's a problem. That's a problem for his legacy. And I think it's at that point. Like, granted, everybody will always say KD was an elite basketball player, but when you get that situation, if he don't succeed again, and he just in with them Golden State championships, how people look at him, you're going to see a wide range of where you rank him at. Even though we all know his talent is top five talent ever.
He gonna start falling into that little mellow category.
Yeah. But he won. Mellow, but he won.
We know you can kill. We know you a killer. You know what I'm saying? But you just happen to have 2 rings. But other than that,
nobody respect those 2 rings though.
Yeah.
It's a real legacy issue for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really in a tough spot. You go get from here on out. We need you gonna get the best version of KD though, wherever he go, cause he know.
But it's getting to the point where now your best version might not even be enough.
That's true too, cause he's starting to have those questions that we had about Bron around this time, where we was like, damn, can he carry a team?
KD?
Can he carry a team to a championship? Do we still believe it?
Yes.
I think he can still carry a team.
Situation has to be right.
But I'm saying, but now the team has to be like perfect. It's starting to feel like he can't cover up flaws anymore.
No, I disagree.
That's what happened in Brooklyn. He couldn't cover up Brooklyn's flaws this year.
The flaw in Brooklyn was coaching. Leader.
But Scott Brooks, for years we thought he wasn't really that crazy of really that OD of a coach, and he covered that up and they made the finals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't cover that.
No,
Brian for years, with non Hall of Fame coaches, he made Spo a Hall of Fame coach.
He also allowed them niggas in Miami to hold him accountable. Let's talk about accountability with KD and Kyrie. Nobody to hold him accountable. Nobody. KD, he's a grown man. I don't want to say anything. I don't think he makes his own decisions.
KD
Kyrie
didn't need to be held accountable though, because KD was always there playing to me.
Hey, he was always playing, but
the problem with KD is
playing ain't enough. Playing ain't enough.
No, but I'm saying the problem with KD is that him himself didn't hold other people accountable. He didn't have an accountability issue with him. It was because as the leader of the team, he didn't hold anybody else accountable. That's the problem. That's why I say when you say you gotta blame him, that's the blame he has, because he didn't play his part in putting the culture in place. But his accountability, he did everything he's supposed to do. He was out there hooping when he was healthy. You know what I'm saying? He was out there playing.
He was out there playing, but I just felt like the time KD spent on the Nets, which was what, a year, 2 years? 2 years?
Who? I just feel
like 3 years. It was just this.
I just felt like KD was in the bubble.
He was hurt.
Yeah.
I just felt like KD was in the bubble, and that hurt him while they was there. Like, he just don't strike me as a person that after the game they're talking about shit they doing. I just felt like after every game they just went to their locker room and he just left. And y'all never been to a Nets game, and I say that because if you go see them, like I've seen LeBron and them on the bench at a game and how they act in real life. Like, that nigga's not acting. He was really doing that shit in real life. And then I see KD in real life with James Harden and them. They're not talking in timeouts. Steve Nash got a board. There was nothing on the board when we watched them play Dallas. When we went with Kai, nothing on the board. Dallas whooped their ass that night. Kyrie didn't play. It was KD and James. No. KD didn't play. It was Kyrie and James, I think, or it was the other way around. Like, they attitude, bro. His attitude just like you can't win with that attitude, bro. You can't win with that attitude. But if he go join CP3. See, CP3, because it's just basketball, CP3, he gonna let CP3 check him, because now it's just
CP3 a leader.
basketball.
He ain't gonna let CP3 do anything. CP3 gonna do it.
But he's going to respect it though. And Monty is gonna be able to come to him as a coach and be like, "Hey man, we need more from you," or whatever. Steve Nash go to him. If I'm KD, I'm looking at you like, who the fuck are you to tell me something? You have one MVP. You're a 2-time former MVP. You have no coaching skills at all. Your coaching staff was. Name me 3 people on that coaching staff that's 3 good assistant coaches outside of Kenny Atkins.
Didn't they have Udoka for a year?
They had
I think they had him for a year.
So him, Kenny, and name another person.
Atkinson for a year.
Him, Kenny, and who else?
I mean, those are 2.
No, those are too big. Those are too big.
Assistant coach, that's a good staff. Like, I mean, Darvin Ham, we don't know. We know he coached before. On
I don't need to know. Hey, Darvin Black, I already know he's gonna succeed.
But I'm saying, we talk about what he brought in on his staff. You got Rasheed Wallace, Phil Handy.
And that's why they gonna be successful.
But that's what I'm saying. But Nash had that same thing. But it's like, I don't know. I felt like Darvin Ham, when he was at his press conference, you just got that vibe. Like, nah, it's about to be a different kind of culture.
When Darvin sit down, you felt like he commanded the room.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He was in there just saying with not just what you want to. It didn't feel like what you want to hear your coach say. It felt like he was saying.
Like you believed what he was saying.
He meant it, though.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not just me being a fan. That's like just me watching the press conference. Like, I was like, okay, I see the hire. But now we got Kyrie, KD out the way. Only other news for real was that Summer League starting up this week, and then today Baker Mayfield was traded to the Panthers. So that means that Jacoby Brissett will be starting week 1 because Deshaun Watson won't be there. For at least week 1.
Shit, at least for like 7 weeks. Are y'all Panther fans? Because y'all live down here?
No.
Anybody know?
Los fuck with him, but he ain't a fan.
You're not a fan, but you fuck with him? You'll watch him on a Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. You happy about that? Because, I mean, you watch him, so are you happy to see Baker?
I can see Baker Mayfield,
I agree. I like Baker. I just think he need to get a little bit more focused.
I feel like that'll give me more of a reason to go to that Panther Steelers game.
Oh yeah, they play.
Oh, to watch the Steelers
Yeah,
lose?
man. What's the nosebleeds looking like? 350?
Heck no, what?
Oh, you a Steelers fan?
Yeah.
Was it 150 for the nosebleeds?
It probably won't be 150 for that game.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Because you're a Steelers fan.
Yeah, Steelers Ravens though. That shit was
Who's your quarterback? What's his name? Jordan Eggnog?
Jordan
who that is.
What the fuck?
Who is our quarterback? Mitch Trubisky. He's probably gonna be our starter. But Kenny Pickett's probably gonna be starting by the end of the year.
Yeah, y'all gonna go.
Kenny Pickett gonna start.
What do you since we are NFL? That's your team. What's your season ending like? What's the record?
I'm gonna just keep it what we've been doing. We gonna have a winning season.
8-8.
Probably 9-8.
Yeah, I mean we gonna be fighting for that 23.
No, you're gonna be fighting to lose the first round of playoffs.
Yeah, we gonna be somewhere in there making the playoffs, getting a high draft pick. Just.
And this the hot take for you, Slade. Chase Claypool is top 3 in the NFL.
Hell no.
All right.
Hey,
I just had to check you.
I
see how much of a fan you really were.
I feel like what he meant by that, where he has potential to be a top 3 receiver, which he does.
I mean. Yeah.
I mean, it ain't like not next year.
It's not likely.
Not next year, you know what I'm saying? But like 2 more years under it, I can see him climbing up the charts. No, I mean, top 3 is a reach. I mean, but I can see his confidence.
Your quarterback situation, that's a reach.
My question for you is what to put him on that trajectory. What his numbers gotta look like this year?
I don't know. Because we stacked, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We slightly stacked that wide out. Out.
He's not the best wide out in the world.
Taylor Dog, Fire Move, a beast too. We just got Calvin Austin in third, whatever his name is.
Got Pickens.
So it sounds like
we got JP.
800 yards
GP. Who?
800 yards for Claypool and receiving.
No. He need to be on the top 3. He got to be at least like 1100.
If he's 800, then we have more than 1,000 yard receiver. Yeah. If he's 800.
Because I can't
Taylor gets 1,000.
Bro, I can't wait for y'all to throw them slants and drags all game.
I just can't wait to see George Pickens get into his first fight.
If Mitchell gonna be throwing, boy, it's gonna be a long season for you.
I mean, like I said, bro, I think they gonna give Kenny some time to see the game, what's happening. And by the end of the season, I think he'll be starting.
Obviously, if they win, they win a game. They win their first game. He's gonna start week 2.
For sure.
Mitch,
for sure.
How many losses in a row before Pickett takes over?
I don't even think it got to be losses because we got a good defense, bro. Like our defense can hold it down.
That's what I'm saying. Because the problem is if they holding it down and you losing games, then it's like we know what the issue is.
Like if like,
do you think it got to be like just a slight slide, or it's got to be like? Do you think it's like, oh, you got to win and it like y'all won in spite of Mitchell Trubisky?
We just on a 1 year, right?
1+1 basically.
So I think they go give him a chance to see if we need to keep you another year or not. And like I said, you got time with Kenny, but I mean, like I still got a little bit of faith in Mitch, bro. Like
I would say Mitch talent is there.
Like he's not he didn't have a squad like he about to have.
That's true too.
He ain't gonna have a running back that he can depend on.
He did have Allen Robinson.
He did Allen Robinson, no care. But you got to run the ball. You got to be able to run the ball to get Allen Robinson the ball for real.
You got to have some people that can block for you too.
And that's crazy. But I think like Najee gonna take a step that'll help our quarterback.
Najee, I got him at about 1,500 this year.
I think he goes.
He's gonna take that step. Did y'all watch the Mike Tomlin
interview? They trying to build him up to be the next like great leader of the team. Yeah.
Mike T the GOAT, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's why
keep him around. He said keep him around Cam Hayward like all day.
I think like Mike T is a great coach, bro, and that's why I feel like we never will have a losing season with him. You know, I hope we don't have that shit this year, but like
Mike T is definitely one of those people that is like no matter what, next man up for real.
For real, and we gonna go with that next man. And he been doing it. And he been winning.
Do y'all feel like that y'all should have signed Cam instead of Mitchell Trubisky? Do you feel like Cam would have been a better fit?
I feel like we should have drafted Lamar Jackson instead of who we drafted.
Oh, back in the day.
Yeah. After that, who we draft?
Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph.
Hey, Rudolph wasn't that bad, but he just ain't that good.
He just sucked. He ain't that bad, but he just sucked. Then it's like when you do shit, you just don't. He don't look right out there. Like what you?
Hey, and when it was pretty much a wrap once he got slapped in the head with his own helmet.
Yeah, bro. Like you let that man take your helmet off and hit you with your helmet. Right.
But if I don't think we got anything else to talk about. Go ahead, Los.
What are you about to say?
I was just about to say we ain't finna just talk 5 minutes about my team.
Right, I was gonna go around for everybody's team.
Yeah, I was just waiting to hear these sorry ass excuses.
I like Dallas too. Yeah, Dallas.
But who is your team?
Oh, Dallas. Yeah,
the Dallas Cowboys. You're over there with them losers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Tom Brady fan.
I don't have a fan. I'm not a fan of a team.
I just like Tom Brady. He used to be a New England fan when Tom Brady was there.
I'm just a Tom Brady fan. That's for the NBA though. I don't have a favorite NBA franchise. Like I just love LeBron.
You can have a team.
What, football?
Yeah.
You can have a team?
Yes, football you should have a team.
Nah, I feel like you don't need to. Because I'm not a die-hard Patriots fan.
That's bullshit.
I'm not a die-hard Patriots fan.
That's bullshit.
Realistically, if you want to start, if I had to classify, I would say I could be a Saints fan. Because when Reggie Bush was drafted, that's who I was rooting for the whole time he was there. Was not rooting for Tom Brady at all. That's why I just prefer to like players. Because then you're going to say, so are you a New Orleans fan or are you a New England fan? I just like certain players. I like Michael Parsons. That don't make me a Dallas fan.
I like a lot of players, but I'm a Dallas fan.
But you love Dallas. You monitor what goes on with your team. I do not monitor one team.
You a New England Buccaneers fan.
Hey, I don't even monitor what they do though. I just need to know that Brady winning.
New Orleans Buccaneers, and they in the same even.
Hey, but I'm not monitoring them. I don't care what moves they make. I don't care who go break their leg this season and don't play, and the Saints don't win. Shane is a New Orleans fan, ride or die.
Hold on. So if Tom Brady playing with the Bucs right now, you don't care what moves they make?
Bro, I don't.
No, that's cap.
I swear to God, I don't. I don't even follow.
That's so cap.
I don't even follow.
So I'm gonna be real. So like, if let's just say hypothetically, it ain't really likely. Let's just say
you don't got to hypothetically.
Let's say the Bucs traded a first round pick.
When Brady retired, I was just gonna watch football this season, and go for the Rams because Odell played for them. That answers your question.
Go for the Rams
because Odell plays for them, and I like Odell, but he's going to play for them.
I doubt it. I don't know. Maybe
he's gonna. Nobody's gonna sign him, but
I think he's gonna miss most of the season.
He going to Dallas.
He don't want to go there.
He's not gonna root for Dallas.
Hey, Dallas is the Knicks when it comes to ownership.
No,
y'all.
No,
Jerry Jones.
I wouldn't say that.
Only
I wouldn't
cares
go that
about
far.
the dollar
no,
bill.
he cares about winning. No, let's.
Does he
give a fuck about winning? Now.
Does he care about winning when he wants to control everything and he don't know what the fuck he doing?
That's why he cares about winning. He cares a little too much. That's the problem. That's the problem. He cares a little bit too much. We wish he would care less.
Hey, your boy.
We wish he was like,
old man need to go sit up top.
We don't even know what the Rooneys do with football. That's our problem. Jerry be in every fucking
thing. The Rooneys own your team, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We don't know what the Rooneys
because
do.
They let coaching coach.
Exactly.
Players be players.
Jerry cares about winning too much.
Jerry is the GM, the owner, the quarterback, the wide receiver.
He's paying it.
He do interviews on his own stations.
What's y'all gonna do with Debo?
Huh? With Debo? We ain't getting fucking Debo, man.
I thought y'all was. Who got Debo?
He was saying he would like to come to Dallas, but like we ain't getting Debo, man.
Oh.
Jerry.
Now Debo want to get paid, so he's gonna go where the money's at.
But I'm gonna tell you why, because Jerry will fuck up a deal talking in the media. Because Jerry, I think, what was the deal he fucked up that one time, man? With the it was the Seahawks, or like no Jerry. When you offer something to Jerry and he ready to take it, you know, sometimes you be like, man, I give you second round pick or they be like, yeah, we asking for a second round pick. He might offer it, but then he be like, nah, we want it first. He'll never pick up the phone again. It's like well documented. Like the minute you be like going back on your word, he done with it. Like,
so wait, to just let Los answer the question, where do you feel like Dallas will finish this year? Not only in your division, but overall the season.
500.
What is the expectation for your team?
We'll win the division.
500.
We'll probably go 9-8, 10-7.
You'll win the division over the Philadelphia Eagles, being led by Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said being led by Jalen Hurts.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Who are y'all? Y'all got Philly, y'all Giants,
and them. That's it.
Bare being we gonna be
the Commanders.
Worst. I say worst case scenario is we finish second, miss the playoffs.
To the Eagles.
Dak is better than Jalen Hurts?
Yes. Absolutely.
You have more faith in Dak leading in the Cowboys than Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, right now. Yeah, right now.
Based on the rosters that they both have?
Yeah, right now.
I do based off experience.
Off experience?
Off experience.
That's what I said right now.
Because Dak is not in the elite conversation, but Dak is a good quarterback.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at it from a talent standpoint. Based on
that's what I said right now. I give Jalen Hurts some time.
You bring Jalen Hurts into that same offense.
It don't look the same.
For Dak?
That you brought Dak into. I think it looks better.
Oh, with Jalen Hurts?
With Jalen Hurts, I think it looks better.
But we talking like right now.
Yeah, right now I'm gonna give it to Dak because of experience.
I think Jalen Hurts would be like Dak right now. I think if that was the case, if like he came in where Dak came in, playing with Zeke, best offensive line in the game, running the ball 25 times a game, Zeke leading the league, Jalen Hurts would look like Dak. I'm not gonna say you lying with that, but I do agree. But right now, Dak is more of a passer. Dak is more of a passer now than Jalen Hurts, and he brings a totally different part of the game.
Say this though, he's more of a passer now because you got to throw the ball when you try to come from behind. Pause.
Yeah, that's a fact. Do we got anything else we want to talk about?
I was gonna say while we was on the topic of receivers, Tyreek Hill, is he tripping? Is he tripping in the media?
Oh yeah.
About Tua being like that?
Yeah.
He said Tua was like that, or he wasn't like that.
He said what he was supposed to. That's his quarterback.
He said Tua was like that.
Tripping though.
But like best quarterback in the league.
You have to say that though. And I think he said that on his own podcast too.
Yeah, he did.
So what did he say?
You believe that Tua is how Tyreek Hill described him?
He said Tua is by far a better, more accurate quarterback.
More accurate than Pat Mahomes?
Yeah.
He said Tua. He said he'd be running. Tua be putting it. Pause.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Did Tyreek Hill add any context? Like, is he being guarded by somebody out there while they're practicing, or is he just running down the field?
That's just what he said.
Well, okay.
No context.
That's why I said you can't win go to multiple Super Bowls, win a Super Bowl, and then say that.
Well, the BS in it is that the one video they put up, Tua threw a deep ball and Tyreek had to wait on it. How is that? That's not accuracy.
I mean, they'll finish 8-8 this season at best. In that division. Hey, Bill going out there and winning 10 games again. I ain't no Patriot fan, but Bill out there and going to coach his way to 10 games.
They've been on BS with them saying they're going to be like last in the division. I just don't see it. Jets be last again, but Yeah.
Shit, they gonna be last. The Jets ain't gonna be last, man. Stop sleeping on that talented roster the New York Jets got.
Yeah, but then you just say you don't be paying attention to no teams.
J-E-T-S,
My manager, one of my old managers is a Jet fan, so he always let me hear it because he know I like Tom Brady. So we always going back and forth. So he be telling me like, don't sleep on us. We gonna lead the division. We gonna lead the division. That's what he said.
I don't see
He's
that.
a big Jets fan. Based on talent, he said.
I think that's like a
He
New
said
York
Zach
thing.
Wilson is that guy.
Cause that's like saying the Knicks gonna get it.
No,
Yeah,
that's
and
not the same.
they probably be. It's probably some motherfuckers in New York that say that shit every year.
It is diehard Knicks fans. You don't.
You
Hey,
be
go
like-
to a Garden game and see how them Knicks fans act when they
I
win
do want
one
to go
game in a regular
to. I do want
season.
to go to a Garden game though.
Yeah.
A game in the Garden.
You'll see how they act. Bing bong.
when Melo
That's
went
how they be
crazy
out
on
there
the
acting
Bulls in
crazy.
Imagine how it was when Melo went crazy against the Bulls.
Oh, when he scored the 62?
No, that was different. That was the 40 something. I
Yeah,
think.
the OT to get it to OT and then I think to win it or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That shit was nuts. Just watching it on YouTube.
All right. Well, if we don't have nothing else to talk about, once again, I do appreciate y'all boys showing up at the wedding, showing out. But this has been episode 34 of the Preferred Walk-On podcast. On this couch with me, that's Cam.
You could have bought the tuxes. I ain't gonna lie.
It'd be
I was
Slade.
thinking that when I pulled up.
Slade Lowe's. Hey man, I baby ought to eat. And then special guest from New York.
Hey, he said he was
Frank.
paying for me too. Where we going?
But I appreciate y'all boys. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all soon. I don't know because there ain't really much sports going on right now.
Hey,
We'll
he'll be
catch y'all
back
very
on
soon.
the special edition where it's just him talking about his honeymoon.